ice, my tone, my cologne, and the way I roll. You ain't no king.
It's legit, you know it's a hit when the Neptunes and the doggy dog finna spit. You know he's in tune with the season. Come in, baby, tell me why you leaving.
What's up, guys? Today I got my FIFA 14 predictions. This time it's going to be for Chelsea, and let's start off in goal. So in goal there's Petr Cech. I decided to put him up to an 85 because he's had a really good season. He's played 36 games and he's been really solid throughout, and I definitely think he deserves an upgrade. Maybe even an upgrade to 86 rated, I'm not sure though. Next we're going to have Ashley Cole. I decided to keep his card the same, although I did upgrade his stats a bit because I think his stats weren't deserved of his rating, so I put them up a bit. But anyway, he's played 31 games and scored 1 goal and 2 assists, which isn't too brilliant, but I still think he's one of the best left backs in the world. Next we're going to have John Terry. He only played 11 games, and I think he's had an injury, and he's scored 4 goals in those games, which is pretty decent for a centre back. But I don't really think he deserves his 84 rating. He hasn't been that decent. He has messed up quite a bit, and I don't really think he deserves an 84 rating. Next we're going to have Ivanovic, who, on the complete contrary, he is much better, and he could even be an 84 rating. He's played 33, scored 5 goals and 1 assist, and he's been really solid throughout. He used to play as a right back, now he's played as a centre back, and he looks like a really great card because of his 72 pace. Next we're going to have Azpilicueta. He has played 24 games, scored 0 goals and 4 assists. I was quite surprised about the 0 goals. I thought he'd scored at least 1, but anyway, I decided to put him up to a 79 shiny instead of a 76 non-shiny. So because he's still really young, and I still think he's got massive potential for the future. And I would love to see him as a 79 or maybe even an 80 rated card. Next we're going to have David Luiz, who is an absolutely amazing player in my opinion, or in most people's opinions actually. He's played 29 games, scored 2 goals and 2 assists, and at the start he played as a centre back, but he's moved up to centre defensive mid. Although for Brazil he plays as a centre back still, so I'd like to see him as a centre back because he'd be a really good card if he was. But I put him as a centre defensive mid, and put him up to an 83 from 79. Next we're going to have Frank Lampard. He used to play as centre attacking mid, now he plays more defensive. Although, saying that, he has played 21 games, scored 15 goals and 1 assist, which is absolutely insane, and especially for his age. And I think I was surprised he wasn't in the team of the season actually. He had 2 informs, so and I thought he was going to get a man of the match as well because he did score a really good goal. But anyway, I think I think I did boost his stats up quite a bit. His shooting I used his inform stats, so put in the comments below if you think they're going to be his right stats. But yeah, anyway, I just used his inform stats. Next we're going to have Schürrle. He, for his club, Bayer Leverkusen, I think that's how you pronounce it. He's played 34 games, scored 11 goals and 7 assists, which is really decent. And I think he'll play as a left wing and move Hazard to the right, or maybe the other way around, so Schürrle will go on the right. I'm not exactly sure. But in FIFA 13, he's been a really great card with his 88 pace and 81 shooting, I think. So he's got a really great shot on him, and this card looks really overpowered, so he'll be quite expensive, and I put him up to an 83 rated card. Next we're going to have Juan Mata. I put him up to an 88 because I think he's been really decent this season. He's played 31 games, he scored 12 goals, which isn't as much as Lampard, surprisingly, but he's scored how many assists is it? It's 12 assists, so that kind of makes up for it, and he's been really decent throughout. And I think they did this with David Silva last. They put him up to an 88. I think they'll do the same with Juan Mata. Next we're going to have Hazard. I think I kept his card exactly the same, although I moved it over to the right wing instead of a left mid, I think, or left wing. He has played 31 games, scored 9 goals and 11 assists, which is pretty decent. He was in the team of the season, obviously, on the right actually, even though he didn't really play on the right, but I think he will play on the right now that Schürrle's moved to the club. And finally up front we got Cavani, who I'm not exactly sure, because they were saying that he has moved and they Chelsea have completed the deal and stuff, but then I think PSG made an offer of 52 million, so or his release clause or whatever, or his release price, but I think I think that Chelsea were gonna offer. Now they have to offer him the same amount as PSG offered him if they want to get him, because before they were going to pay him only 47 million. So I think it's going to be they're going to have to pay 53 million if they want to actually get Cavani. But I moved up to an 88 rated because he played 33 games, scored 29 goals and 4 assists, which is really, really decent. And his card looks really good. I think he might have 4-star skills because he does do quite a lot of skills on the pitch. Well, he's not really skillful, but I think he might deserve that. And he would be a much better card if he did have them. But next we're going to have on the bench, we're going to have Cahill, who's played 24 games, scored 2 goals and 2 assists, which is really decent. And I put him up to an 81 from a 79. Next we're going to have Torres, who hasn't really been that good this season, apart from in the Europa League. He has played 28 games, scored 8 goals and 6 assists. And I moved him down 2 ratings. He might even go down even more. I don't really think my dad and my brother went to watch him, and he just messed up so bad, so much all throughout the match. So I don't really think he deserves that 85 rating. Probably an 82 or an 83 rating is good for him. Next we're gonna have El Shaarawy. I'm not sure, but there's been recent talks about him moving. I think he'll play on the left. No, he won't play on the left actually because of Schürrle. I think he'll play as a striker if Cavani doesn't move. And I put him up to an 84. He scored 30. In 34 games, he scored 16 goals and 4 assists, which is really decent. He was the 3rd top scorer in the Serie A. Next, we're going to have Bar, who has been really bad this season, worse than Torres. He's played 11 games, scored 2 goals and 0 assists, which is really bad. I moved him down 1 rating. I think 81 is the right rating for him. He still looks like an alright card, though. And next, we're going to have Oscar, he has played 24 games, scored 4 goals and 5 assists, which is really decent. I put him up to an 82 from an 80. And he looks like a really decent card. Next we're going to have Ramirez. He has played 28 games, scored 5 goals and 1 assist. And I put him up 1, I believe, to an 82. And if he does go up and his pace goes up to 90, because I think he deserves that 90 pace, he'll be a really overpowered card, because 90 pace and 79 defense. And all these stats are really, really overpowered, so I would love to see that. Next we're going to have Moses. He has played 12 games, scored 1 goal and 1 assist, which is alright. I think he's been better in the. I think he's been pretty decent, and I would like to see him go up to 79 shiny. He might not be that high. He might just keep his. Might go up to like a 77 rated card, and I think he deserves a shiny rating. Shiny card. Next we're gonna have Lukaku, who has he was on loan from Chelsea at West Bromwich Albion, and he has played 20 games, scored 17 goals and 4 assists, which is really decent. I think he deserves an upgrade to a gold, and he looks like a really decent card. He's an absolute tank in FIFA 13, and he looks like he's going to be one in FIFA 14 as well, if he does get this card. Next we're going to have Bertrand, who, I'm not sure what you guys think, but I think he looks a bit like Ashley Cole, actually. He's a left back from England as well, so it's a bit weird that. But anyway, and he's got pretty similar stats as well. He has played 14 games, scored 0 goals and 0 assists, but he's still young, so I think he's got potential for the future, and I put him up to 76 gold from silver. Although people might prefer him as silver because they can make silver Prem teams. Next we're going to have recently transferred Callas from Vitesse in the Eredivisie. He's played 6 games, scored 1 goal and 0 assists for Vitesse, and I think that's why they transferred him, but he's still really young, and I think he will either play as a right back or a centre back for Chelsea. He was transferred as a right back, so that might be where he played, but for Vitesse he played as a centre back. Next we're going to have newly transferred Essien. He has played 19 games for Real Madrid, scored 2 goals and 0 assists. So I think this will be his card, just the same as FIFA 13, I just kept it exactly the same. Mikel, he has played 19 games, scored 0 goals and 0 assists, but he's been pretty good and pretty solid in defence. And I did keep his non-shiny rating card, but I put him up by 1. He might just keep his 80 rated card, I'm not exactly sure. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll put my link to my Facebook page in the comment section below, and I would like you to go and vote for what team I do next. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.